The following is a Native American legend of the Abenaki tribe. Gluscabi walked peacefully through the pine forest, his bow and arrow poised to shoot a small animal for dinner. And although his moccasins made no sound, the animal sensed that he was coming, and hid silently in the woods. Gluscabi searched everywhere in the forest and valley, but could not find any animals to hunt. "Hunting takes too long," said Gluscabi with an empty stomach, as he strode back sullenly to Grandma Woodchuck's hut beside the river. Gluscabi laid down in the bedding and began to mourn. "I wish I had a game bag to make hunting easier." Grandma Woodchuck heard Gluscabi crying, and wove some deer hair into a fine, strong bag for him to keep his catch. She tossed it to him, but Gluscabi kept sulking. Grandmother Woodchuck took moose hair, and wove an even larger bag for Gluscabi. "Here is your bag," she said, tossing it to him and hoping that he would be pleased. But Gluscabi continued to sulk. Grandma Woodchuck, finally, plucked the hairs from her own body, and made a magical game bag that could keep stretching larger and larger. Gluscabi was very pleased when he received this magical gift, and set out at once to the forest. As he strode through the trees, Gluscabi shouted, "Animals! Everywhere! Hear my words and listen to my warning. The world is going to be destroyed soon. All of you will perish. I've come here to help you." Slowly, anxiously, the animals crept into the clearing and moved towards Gluscabi. "How will you help us?" they asked. Gluscabi held open the game bag and said, "This is a magical bag. If you climb into it, you won't see the world come to an end." One by one, all the animals hurried into the bag and climbed inside as Gluscabi held it wide open. Rabbits, muskrats, porcupines, deers, raccoons, squirrels, and even bears came in great numbers. The bag continued to stretch. Moose, sables, and partridges arrived. More and more animals came and climbed into the bag, until all the animals of the earth were in there. Gluscabi closed the bag, tied it, and ran all the way home. He shouted with joy, "I will never have to hunt again!" Grandma Woodchuck came out of the hut to greet him. "Oh, why are you shouting again?" she asked. "Look, grandmother," he cried excitedly. "Look what I have done. I was clever enough to trick all of the animals into climbing into this bag. Now whenever we want meat to eat, I can just reach in and take some out." Grandma Woodchuck looked into the bag, and saw what Gluscabi had said was true. The forest was silent as a stone, and all the animals in the world were in this game bag. Grandma Woodchuck was not pleased. "Gluscabi, the animals cannot live in this bag without food and water. They'll die soon, and then there will be no animals left. Is a world without animals a gift you would give to those who live long after you?" Gluscabi looked down and thought about the silent forest. He shook his head and said, "No, I want my children's children to live in a world with animals too, but it's such hard work to hunt for food." Grandma Woodchuck said, "The hard work will make you clever and strong. The animals must become wiser too, in order to escape your traps and arrows. This will be a good balance in this way." Gluscabi agreed. He took the magic bag out into the forest and opened it. He shouted into the bag, "The danger is over! It's safe to come out now." All the animals climbed out of the bag and scattered throughout the forest once again. To this day, we can thank the good nature of Gluscabi, because he listened to the wise advice of Grandma Woodchuck, and did not lazily try to make life easy by hoarding all the animals for his own selfish desire.